If you are wanting to write a sales CV that gets you more interview invites, then this video will show you the secrets to writing a sales CV that guarantees success. I'll go through step by step the structure and content you must use to make sure your CV gets the attention it deserves with each job application. Even if you have already written a sales CV or are just starting out, it's important to consider your target audience when writing your sales CV. It's likely that your CV will be one of hundreds of CVs a hiring manager or recruiter will be receiving for one or more vacancies each and every week. It's also likely that your CV will be passed through some kind of artificial intelligence software or a machine learning system before being flagged to an actual human to review. It's important that you present all the facts about yourself so that your CV is picked up quickly. When writing your sales CV, the first rule is to keep it simple. Be factual rather than emotional. So my advice is to not have any fancy graphics or multiple columns, nor any background pictures or colour schemes. It's a sales CV, not a graphic design competition. Keep it simple by using black and white text and use a formal typeset like Arial or Times New Roman, and 11 point is a good type size to use. This helps make it easy to read and also helps the technology that's used these days to screen applications to pick up your CV and flag it quickly to the human who will be getting in touch with you. Setting out your CV is a simple task, and I will go through each step with you on how to set out your contact details, the company or companies you've worked for, the roles you were or are employed in, the responsibilities in each role, the targets and achievements you've had, the reasons for leaving roles, as well as how to set out your education and any further training that you've had. The first step in writing the CV is to put your name and contact details at the top of the page, not as a header or footer, as this may not get picked up by the automation or technology screening the CV. Include your home location. Just the town or city and the first part of your postcode is best. No need to offer up your complete home address unless requested. Also, have your contact telephone number and email address clearly shown. You'd be surprised how many times CVs come in that don't have any contact details. These will be the channels you will be contacted on. I also recommend putting your LinkedIn or Xing profile URL as well on the CV. However, a word of warning redoing this, be sure to check that your LinkedIn profile reflects your CV, as this is a common check for line managers when they receive a CV. In my experience, I've found that line managers will pass on CVs that have different dates or different role profiles on LinkedIn that differ from their CV, or vice versa. Also, have a think about the picture that you've got on LinkedIn as well. Make sure it's a professional looking photo, not one of you out on a night out with your mates. Next, you should set out your current or last role. The structure should be the company trading name, followed by the dates employed in brackets, then a brief one-line description of what the company provides or the problem they solve for customers. This makes it easy for anyone reviewing the CV to understand what sectors and industries you have been involved in. You'd be surprised how many people won't know about what your company does. So make it easy for whoever is reviewing your CV to understand if you have had the relevant sector or product experience needed. Next, put your role title and the dates in that particular role if it's different from the total time employed in the company. Then, underneath, put your key responsibilities. Try to have a maximum of 5 bullet points here and focus on the key objectives or outcomes that the role had to achieve. Remember, be factual. When adding the responsibilities of the role, make sure you add in the type of product or service you are selling, what industries and decision makers you would have been targeting, as well as the average order values and length of sales cycles. This will help the person reviewing the CV to understand who and what you were selling. Next, we need to have the targets you were set and the timeframes they need to be achieved in. Also, if you had them, what key performance indicators, known as KPIs, did you also have to support your revenue target? These could be calls or meetings attended, proposals sent, calls made, contracts signed, or contracts renewed. This will help the person reviewing your CV to understand the sales velocity you worked at. Most people don't realise that this is actually a key factor most hiring line managers are looking for when reviewing an applicant's CV. Next, and most importantly, we need to document the achievements you had in the role. This is your brag file. So, what did you achieve? What was the revenue achieved, and what was it as a percentage of the target set for each year or period you were measured on? Be honest. If you didn't reach target, then don't hide it. Also, did you receive any awards, make President's Club, the biggest deal you've ever signed, anything that shows you were a star? Finally, with each role employed in, you should have a reason for leaving, or RFL. Make sure this outlines the facts about the reasons for the move, and try not to be emotional here. What are the facts behind your move, or why you moved on from the last role? You can now repeat this structure again for the other roles you've held, either within the same company or in other companies you worked in going back to when you finished education. Finally, at the end of the CV, add in your education details and also any further qualifications or training you have achieved in business. This could be sales training courses like Spin or Miller Hyman, IT courses, leadership or soft skills courses, and if you have used any CRM systems in your career, make sure these are documented, as these are key skills that are considered by employers when choosing interviewees. I hope this short video has helped. If you follow this structure, your CV will get you more invites to interviews and potentially more job offers. If you would like more help in writing a sales CV, you can download our resume template or get in contact with us directly. Good luck with your CV writing and your sales career search.